What's up, everyone? I'm Ryan. Today we're going over how to clean and speed up your computer. We are going to be going over pretty much the simplest, easiest way to do this and just going over it pretty quick. The first thing I will say that the quote unquote easiest method to speed up your computer is probably to just re-image it or wipe it completely. You'll definitely want to back up any files that you may need and just nuke the entire computer. And then you'll just reinstall Windows 11 or 10 or whatever you want on it. This is the easiest method, but it does take a little bit of time to learn and understand so you don't lose anything that you may want. And that would just require just a little bit more effort. With that being said, I will be creating a video just to show how to actually re-image a computer, and that will be coming out a little bit after this one. So first things first, let's go over how to clean out your hard drive. We'll want to open up File Explorer. You can either search for it here, or we can just hit the little icon at the bottom and it'll open this up. It may look slightly different if you have Windows 10. I am currently running Windows 11. So you can go over to this PC on the left side and you can see all of your drives that may be on your computer. Normally, if you haven't added anything, you'll probably just see the local disk C drive and how much space is in it. If this is capped, near capped, or you just want to clean out the data, that is what we're going to start with right now. So essentially, one of the first things that I would suggest is being able to get a piece of software that will tell you exactly what's on your hard drive, where it is on your hard drive, if you should remove it, etc. And that piece of software is called Winderstat. I will show you that here in a second. So you would just Google Winderstat. It's winderstat.net. Go into here, go into downloads, and you can go ahead and download this. I'm not going to do that here because I already have it. All right, so after you guys download it, which only takes, I swear, probably 10 seconds to download, it's very lightweight, you'll get a pop-up like this that shows all of your drives. It might just show the C drive like we said earlier, and I'm just going to hit OK. And you'll get a window that looks like this, and you'll see all your drives, and it's gonna take its time to load everything up. And if you just hit these drop downs, you can just start to see everything that's in all of your folders. So for example, this users folder has 300 gigs, and then you would just kind of drill down and just make sure that all of these big pieces that are taking up a lot of your space are not something you might need. And just be aware, don't delete anything that you don't know what it is, because it could be some system files that are actually important to your computer. Just if you recognize something that's taken up a lot of space, this is a very easy way to see everything all in one place. So you would just go through this and start cleaning it up how you would like. Now, one of the next things and more obvious ones is you'll want to go into your app section, into your installed apps, and you should see everything that's installed on your computer. Here we can uninstall anything that you see and you no longer want, and this will of course save a ton of space. Like you see here, if I sort from large to small, you can see what's taking up the most space and go ahead and uninstall it if you don't like it. Again, don't uninstall any Windows tools or things like that that you don't know what it actually is. Only uninstall things that you know what are, but you don't plan on using anymore. Now, with the more obvious stuff out of the way, we'll also want to check out your temp folder. Now, your temp folder can fill up very easily with all of the different pieces of software that you might use over time, and it doesn't clean itself out. So it could add up to be a ton and ton of space. It could also hinder your computer's performance. So to clear out your temp folder, you're gonna go ahead and right click on your start menu and hit run. You'll get this little pop up here. And all we're gonna do is %, temp, %. Hit enter, and here you should see like your user profile, app data, local, temp. And then anything in this folder you can highlight and you can delete. It's very safe to delete it. It's just a bunch of temp files that are being stored either from Windows or other pieces of software on your computer. And again, it is very, very safe to do this. It won't break anything, I promise, and it'll clean up a ton of space, especially if you haven't done this in a very long time. And again, cleaning out your temp folder will not only save you space on your hard drive, but it could increase your computer's performance if there's just too many items inside of here. Okay, so now a quick recap. We cleared out the applications that we don't want. We cleared out some files using Windorstat that we don't want. We totally cleaned out our temp folder and removed anything out of the recycle bin to make sure that it cleared up all of the deleted files properly. You can see that here. And just empty your recycle bin and it'll start deleting everything permanently. And now let's move on to a command. So this is a little bit more advanced. So we'll do the same thing. You right click on your Windows icon, hit run, get your little window and type in CMD. There's a few ways to get into command prompt. You can also just search for it like this, CMD. But I used that run command very often. You can also open up the run command using a shortcut, which is the Windows key plus R. That'll still pop up the same way. Anyway, so let's do a command prompt scan of your disk. This is basically just going to fix any errors that might be present on your hard drive. So to do that, we just type in chkdsk. Then we'll do what hard drive we are scanning. So your C drive is usually the default. You can change that letter if you want to scan a different hard drive as well. And we will do a /f, which pretty much just means find errors and fix them. And then we'll go ahead and run it. Of course, we need to run command prompt in administrator. So let's do that. So we'll close that one and we'll do the same command. Okay, well, as you can see here, it wants me to do a restart. I'm not going to do that right now, but this is exactly what you would do. So if you get the same prompt, type in Y, press enter, and you can restart your computer and then rerun the command, and you should be good to go. Of course, you won't gain too much out of watching me run the command. Again, this is just checking your disk. It's pretty straightforward. And that's it. So this is most of the stuff for your hard drive cleanup, everything that you probably need for it. And so we are going to move on to the next thing, which is your operating system. Now, if you have any weird issues with your operating system, it could just be slow overall performance. It could be things like your taskbar is missing, or maybe icons aren't showing up, your start menus not opening up, weird things like that that are going on with your Windows. What we can do is use sfc/scannow. So SFC stands for System File Checker, and we're just scanning now. And you can let that run. Sometimes this does take quite a bit. It could be, 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, it could be an hour. It just depends on how slow your computer actually is. And this is just checking the integrity of all of your operating system files to make sure nothing is corrupted. And this will fix a ton of issues on your computer if they are present in your operating system and increase your performance tenfold. So for me, I don't actually need to run this. You can see it's 36% complete, but I'm going to go ahead and cancel this so I can move on. My computer is running beautifully well, so I don't actually need this. Okay, next thing. This is probably one of the leading causes for issues on computers, whether they're new or old, and that is Windows updates and drivers. So we're going to go over both of them because they kind of go hand in hand, more or less. So of course, go into your settings and make sure you find your Windows updates. You can also do, Windows updates here, and you'll be able to find it quicker. And just to make sure that you check for updates and then you update anything that's listed here, and then it'll probably require a restart. You'll be surprised how many people that you'll run across that just don't ever do any Windows updates and never restart their computer and things like that. This will save you a huge headache. It could be your fix for your computer is just needing a Windows update. Now, one thing to also mention about Windows updates, it usually handles most of your drivers, but the one driver I would worry about is your graphics card driver. If you have a NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD graphics card, you will want to go online and see if you can and see if you can find your driver online and download it manually. That's because sometimes Windows doesn't fully install the correct graphics card driver or keep it up to date. So you can go to Device Manager, as you see here that I searched for, go down to your display adapters and hit the little caret here, and then just double check what card that you have. It could just be stuck at UHD Graphics 770, and that's fine. Windows will pretty much always handle that, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you have NVIDIA or AMD graphics cards, you will want to go and look up the graphics card. I could show you that kind of right here. If you just type in NVIDIA graphics card, graphics driver, you'll be able to go to the NVIDIA website and then just select this to find your driver, and then you'll download it and go through the steps. All right, after we have our Windows updates and drivers, the next thing we're going to do is look at our startup applications. We can do that by doing Control-Alt-Delete, Control-Shift-Escape, or right-clicking your Start menu and going to Task Manager. Those are all ways to get into the Task Manager. You can also just search for it. So we're going to go down to Startup Apps. We're going to sort by enabled. And you may have a gigantic list of enabled applications. All we're going to do is go through them and disable anything that you might not want or you don't use. For example, I'll have random launchers like these. When I play games, it'll just automatically set itself to enabled, which means every time I turn on my computer, it's going to start this application automatically. Now, it's two things that are going to happen if you have too many applications on startup. One is, of course, that your startup is going to slow down because all of these applications are trying to launch at the same time. You're going to see some slowness. You won't be able to do anything. It'll take maybe a couple more minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, maybe one. Either way, it's going to increase the amount of time your computer takes to start up and become speedy. So disabling more apps means your computer has less work to do when it starts up. Now, number two, it's kind of the same line of thinking. Sometimes these get stuck in your task manager or they run in the background, right? And if you don't intentionally close them, they're going to keep running, which means they're taking up computer resources. Okay. So you can kill different services in here and right click and blah, blah, blah. But of course, if you disable your startup applications, you won't have to worry about things running in the background, and it'll give your computer back a lot more performance because it won't be hogging all the resources. So again, just disable anything that you see here that you recognize but don't use. Again, don't disable anything that you don't fully recognize. It could do something. You could accidentally disable a driver and it'll break something a little bit. So again, if you recognize it and you don't use it, right click, disable. Now that's really it for all of the things you can do to immediately give your computer back a lot of performance. If you do each one of these steps, I swear to you, even if your computer already is fast or it's very slow, this will help in some degree, whether it's drastic changes or small ones. I do want to have two notable mentions. There's of course, virus protection on computers or malware scanning. If you have a virus or malware, you can, of course, go the route of trying to find a piece of software. I would recommend Bitdefender and seeing if you can scan your computer and either defend it, right? Basically to prevent viruses or to try to clean up a virus. But if your computer does have a virus of some sort, I would just back up all your files and nuke it like I first mentioned in the beginning of the video and just reimage the entire thing. Again, I'll have a video about that if you wanted to see it. But if you have a virus, it's just best to just nuke your computer. You don't want it trickling down. You try to clean it up and then you get a bunch of files and those get corrupted too because of your virus and this, that, and the other. Just nuke your computer if you have a virus. Okay, it's the easiest thing to do. Now, if you did want a third-party piece of software because you are doing some more clicking around, you're more likely to get a virus because you click on links and don't pay attention and things like that, you can get Bitdefender free version. And this is a pretty good piece of software. It'll stack up nicely next to Windows Defender and will protect your computer. The second notable mention is something called disk defragment. And now disk defragmenter is something that's been around for a very long time. It does technically make your drives run more efficiently, but the biggest caveat is that this only works for spinning disk drives or HDDs, a hard drive disk, and not for a solid state drive or an SSD. So if you do have these spinning disk drives, which is pretty much only in older computers nowadays, then you can run this, okay? On those spinning disk drives, you can run disk defragmenter to speed up the performance of your disk. So double check what disk that you have. As you can see here, media type solid state drive for all of mine. I wouldn't run this tool ever. If it does say that it's a hard drive or hard disk drive or spinning disk drive, it is a good tool to use because it does create an efficiency for your disk to clean it up. So that's it for the whole video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that your computers are gonna run a little bit more efficiently than they were before, and let me know if you have any problems, questions, concerns, or just want to chat in the comments below my video. So again, thanks for watching and have a good one.